Everybody. I know yesterday did not go how we had planned, but today's a new day. We're gonna see if we can correct some of those mistakes. And by mistakes, I mean correct our putting. We did do some practice kind of at the end. I think bead counting is back on the menu, at least for the time being. We'll see if we can get some more consistency going with it. But yeah, we'll try and keep the frustrations in check. I think it's just one of those things that we've played a lot. Putting is just a very frustrating bit for me, but we're gonna try and change course, bring back the counting, see what we can do. Good evening, Busey. Welcome back. Good evening, Yeet. Hope you guys are doing well. Alright, let's, I guess we'll just keep working on these challenges, because we gotta complete all of them in order to get all the stuff. I don't need the Europe stuff, but looks like there's some overall things to get done. Use this as our warm-up for today. Yeah, we're gonna be playing the Revn Cup later. The final week of the Revn Cup, one last chance to get some hole outs going. Okay, so they want a draw or a fade, so I'll play a fade. Look at that, perfect swing to start the day. Oh man, almost jarred the first swing of the day. What's going on, Steve? That would have been absolutely something to just go one swing and knock it in the hole. Imagine the scenes if it goes in. Alright, well that was easy enough when you get the read right the first time through. Doesn't take too many swings to get them close. Oh man, that first one was tracking quad perfect right at the hole. Like 2 inches short. Complete adjacent challenges to unlock. Oh, so I have to now complete all of Europe before I can do those last 2. Okay. Swing looking good, Steve? That's usually not the thing that we're worried about here. It's normally the sideways read and the putting read. Right? Those are the big ones. Yeah, what up, guy? How are we today, sir? About 3 yards off. All right, so we're gonna resort to counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's just outside here. Now I underswung it. So I think that that's it. I also think what I need to do is add a touch of power to these putts. What's going on, Revn? Find these challenges? So it's under the promo. Or it should be. So if you go to challenges, I think it's promo and then 2K. And then this is underneath that. Hey, welcome back, Alex. Yeah, they should still be there because I think the challenges should be permanent. I know that the quest associated with them expired like at noon today or something like that. But I think the quests, or I mean, I think the challenge itself should still be present. I'd be a bit surprised if they went. No, I was right to have gone more right than that. Gosh darn it. I, like, didn't trust it. I didn't trust it. Come on, Colby. Okay, pin's going back right to... I think this is the... Make a putt at least 15 feet away. I've already made the gers. Oh. I didn't realize that this is one that you had to play bad. So I can't... I have to go up and down now. So let's try and go out the back. I left it open. I'm gonna end up going like right at it. This should still get deep, I think. Okay. Now, ideally, I would have made that. Nine, 16, 23. Yo, what up, Skyline? If I have to miss it, I'm not gonna make the 15-foot. I'm trying to think like what makes the most sense here. I guess we'll go for the no gers one. That way we can not worry about gers the next time through. Because the 1 under and 15 footers, then we can kind of do that together. I'm just warming up, Jaylee. This is one of the challenges. Yeah, Revn ain't sending us to Oakmont, that's for sure. Or not Oakmont, what is it? This is the open course. Roll a port rush. Does a hole-in-one count as a missed gur and a 15-footer? No and no. 15-foot putt. They do unfortunately specify. Let's see here. So if this is... I'm trying to find some, like, visual references for myself. It's a little more than 12. Let's see what this is. Okay, come on, 15-footer time. If ever there was an opportunity, it's a 19-footer with just a touch of break. Left edge. Okay. Okay, there's the 15-footer. We're one under. I mean, now we just play regular golf. Now we just play regular golf from here on out. Cause I really am trying to just practice on these reads. Two, three, 6. Six, 10, 13, 16, 21. I think we're in the, like, somewhere out here kind of range. Ooh. I actually think... Okay, I think I know... I have an adjustment that I want to try. 172, 183. It's gonna carry well down towards the... Guess I didn't need to take stuff off of it. Crushing intrusive putting this week, Skyline. It was so bad, man. It was so bad. Oh, I underswung that. That's the right read, though. Hey, what's going on, Russell? How have you been, dude? Jim, what's going on? R6 fan, how are we doing? R6, like Rainbow Six? A seizure, if you will? Siege, or not seizure. I realized after I said that what that sounds like. Hey, welcome back, RJ. You've been in the 30-plus putts for sure. Isn't so fun. Yeah, that third round. I mean, I was missing putts all over the place, but that third round just... let's just say, let things get the better of me this week for whatever reason. Underswung it. Watching bots stream it? You have no idea how we do it, Jaylee. It's a lot of hit it close to give yourself better opportunities. At least that's how it is for me. But yeah, you're kind of watching how the ball rolls on the green. You're looking at the tilt of the cup and the flag. You're looking at like how the ball is at your feet, and then kind of once you have those two things, then you can look from the side and kind of determine like, is it consistently breaking that way, or is it breaking more to less, less to more, double break? Like you're just kind of looking for the changes in the green. Oh, I have to hold one of these out. Okay. Let's just see where it goes by default. Okay, so go out here. The nice thing is I can take 100% swings and it gets a pretty good rollout. Oh, I pushed it. Anyone do it? Yeah, you can play it as a side tour thing if you want your name to show up on the leaderboard. If you don't want your name on the leaderboard, then you can just join the society and play it. But yeah, it's a separate card that you can hold in addition to the main tour. I am not so good at hitting my points for chips. Give it a roll next. Yeah, you can play whenever. I mean, obviously, if you want to be on the leaderboard next week, but if you want to be on, yeah, if you just want to play it this week, you could do that too. Get your practice in. Why is my swing path so open? There we go. What's going on, CJ? Camera angle? How does it follow the ball the whole time? So these challenges have like a special new follow cam. But if you, after you hit the ball, you can use the D-pad to change the camera as the ball flies, just in general. So like, I always hit up on the D-pad for the regular follow camera. I'll show when the ball's in the air what the difference is between this challenge one and the regular. But these recent challenges, I think the Frisco, the PGA Frisco and the Ryder Cup ones both have a new follow cam. So this is the new follow cam, and then if you press up on the D-pad, it does that instead. What if I go... Is choked hybrid gonna be too short? No, it's not. Thought it was a cool angle. Any way to do an online matchmaking? Not that I'm aware of. My understanding is that it's only for these challenges. Because I don't think that there are any new settings in the cameras. Because they never mentioned anything about it in any patch notes. Not that that means anything. It can't be closed. Oh, new. I'm taking new shots now. DJ Slice. What is going on, man? 60 months. Holy cow, dude. That's 5 years. Has it really been that long, DJ? Hot dang. Welcome back. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Appreciate you. Hope all is well. If we want to hole out a little bit forward, a little more right. I still got to be a few yards to the right. Oh, that takes a kick. Hey, take it easy, CJ. Usan, thank you for the follow. Doesn't seem like it. Enjoying the content? I appreciate that, DJ. Glad you're enjoying. Hope you're doing well. I know, it's crazy because 5 years would mean back like when 2K21 started. I'm gonna leave the bucket hat unclaimed. I don't want that. I want that Euro hat. What are we doing? Come on now. I think the crazier part to think about that, DJ, is I've been streaming since June of 2016, right? So we've been streaming for almost 9.5 years, which means that I have recently reached the point where I have played golf more than anything else in the history of the channel, which is kind of like a mind-blowing thing to me. Whoa. Am I lie that far below my feet? I guess it is, and I wasn't really paying attention to it. What's going on, Jeffy? Welcome back. I closed it. I think we're in the right spot. Would be useful if I actually like hit my inputs, but you know. Okay, so that shot just needed to be a little bit more to the side. Heavy rough into wind. We're kind of awkward here. See what happens. Okay, we'll take it. Hopefully that's a better adjustment. It's long. So I need even more shape. It's coming out of the heavy rough. It's gonna want to roll a little. Okay, this shot doesn't really matter. I mean, we got the land it close stuff done. We gotta land on the green 6 times. I just struggled to hit the green on the first few shots. I played my 3rd round of the season on Saturday, Jim. And I am pleased to say shot the 2nd lowest ever round in my career. 95. 2 pars, a birdie. My problem was a quad on a par 3 and an 8 on the final par 5. Yeah, career low is 93, so... And that was 2 years ago. So yeah, I'll absolutely take a 95. The real question is, can I replicate the next time I go out? Like your name, Jeffy? I mean, I'm indifferent, man. Is your name Jeff, I assume? I don't know, do you like my name? I don't think my username is anything special, to be honest. I've also had this username since I was in, like, 4th grade. Decades old username. Nothing like a Todd to really make you appreciate those hours hacking around on the course. Best part is Skyline. It was playing with new friends from our neighborhood, who they have just over a 1-year-old. Depends where you live, Steve. Where I used to live, it would cost me $50 to $60 on a Saturday to walk 18. When I played on Saturday, it cost me $40 to ride 18. So, it definitely depends on where you live. If you're closer to a city or just like a heavily populated area, like I used to live near DC, that'd be expensive. That'd be expensive. Here it is much more reasonable. 130 feet worth of power. My favorite part about this is that the 300, 200, 100 is facing away from you as the player. Is that back towards like the tee box or something? No, it's not. Don't know where it's facing. But how much you pay? Very nice. Yeah, I'm very happy that the cost is a bit cheaper. Okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, that's great input, so we'll see how it shapes up. Okay, a little more left. Shorted it. 60 bucks to walk is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's so expensive. So expensive. And like I had played a couple of courses down there that were, you know, If you like really got into the pricey stuff, it was like 110 plus. And that's not even necessarily a, I mean, one of the county courses, I think on the weekend to ride 18 was like 107. Something like that. And then you get the nice ones that are even more. So yeah, I don't necessarily miss that. That's such a long putt. They really reset my aim after I make it? Come on now. I'm gonna be low now, right? We had the perfect aim going. Send it to Rev for a gift card and hope that he doesn't realize that it's not his course. Seems like a genius idea. $107 is a ripoff. Let me see what prices would be for this weekend. Right, we're in October. We're in October. Let me see what the prices would be to book. One of these I didn't play, so this is a Jack Nicklaus course. I believe. Book a tee time. If I wanted to play this Saturday. Morning tee times are unavailable. What I have to look at. So we're into like off season and it's still $89. Oh, there we go. If I wanted to play next Saturday, it's $145 for a late morning tee time. $129 if you go after 11 a.m. And then it drops to $99 at 1 p.m. So that's one of the courses. The other one is great. They had dynamic pricing. That was really cool. So like we booked and then I looked at what the course rate was like later that like the morning that we went to go and play. And this one is a what's his name? Gary Player course. Dynamic pricing, and so like right now it's 148 for the 10 a.m., 126. But like if you check the day of, yeah, the fun part is the dynamic pricing. So 11:42 a.m. is 148, but 10:48 a.m. is 142. However that works out. Yeah, it's expensive. What course? The first one was Potomac Shores, and the second one was Raspberry Hunt Club, I think is the name of it. How's it going, Ben? Yeah, so as nice as Raspberry Falls was, and we played it and it was a little over 100, and then we checked that morning and it was like 160 to book like morning of on a Saturday. I was like, that's absurd. As nice as it was, I don't need to spend that much. I'll play a much not even dumpier course. I'll just play like an alright course for a quarter of the price. Thanks. Land on the fairway 5 times with at least 290. I think this is one of those ones, if you land on the green, it doesn't count. I want to test it. So power drive, I'm probably going to go right in that pop bunker. fine. We'll take a regular drive. Let's see what happens. Northern Virginia courses are always so high. Yeah, well, that's... So I moved to Virginia and started playing golf at the same time. I now live in central Pennsylvania, which is much more affordable. But, like, picking up golf in that area, like, county courses were just expensive, too. Yeah, if you wanted to play cheap golf, it was go play the par 3 course. Yeah, county golf courses would still run you at least $50 at peak just to walk it. Whoops. There we go. 100 plus to play or 80K for a club membership? Well, I mean, the math on that still makes $100. Yeah, cheap. How far from Erie am I? Probably at least 3.5 hours. Close to. That's funny. Erie is never one of the places that I like think about how far I am. It's more like the major city. I guess Erie is probably up there a little bit, but I always think of like Philly and Pittsburgh and stuff. But how's it going, boss guy? Welcome back. Yeah, 80K a year. Like, I don't play. So I picked up golf in, let's call it April or May of 2021. That's when I bought clubs. I have, if I counted, I'd probably have played like 40 rounds at most. Maybe a little bit more if you're counting par 3 courses in that. So 80K is, I ain't getting anywhere close to the amount of golf I would need to out of that. You gotta put some loft on that. Without the loft, we're going too long. That's still tight. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't realize it wants draw or fade, and I've been playing it stock. Fave course, Jim? Oh, I don't have one IRL that I don't have an IRL course favorite, as in one that like I've played. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Augusta. Definitely a sucker for Augusta. I wouldn't be surprised if there are courses that are actually better, but it's just a course I know so well from watching. You know, the aesthetics are always pristine. Yeah, this has a much better chance. I'm okay with that miss because we just have to... It said land on the green 5 times with a draw or a fade. That was a... Oh, it's because I missed my input. I forgot that this punishes you. If you don't hit your inputs perfectly, they don't count it as the draw or fade. Well, on the bright side, we hit our inputs. I mean, you can. I mean, I'm just calling it Tournament of Pain because I know that that's what it's intended to be. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could call it whatever you wanted to. Yeah, what's going on, D-Brad? How's it going, man? Thank you very much for the raid. Hope the stream went well, sir. Enjoy the course. Was an interesting ride. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. Gonna be a great time. I'm just looking at it as more opportunities to practice. Finish around with a score of 2 under or better. 7 holes with a 2-putt or better. Also 3 sand saves. Not sure quite how the math works out on that. Where's the Revn tourney deck? We're going to be playing it after we're done with our warm-up here. And if you're asking what society, it's in Revn's reign. Are the Niners going to beat the Rams? Mac Jones looks solid. I was at the game tonight. Okay, 4-footer. What we've come to the conclusion of 4-footer, you do aim like double, and then you have the count. I think 4-foot and we can be aggressive. Once it gets to 5 and up, then it starts to get a little dicier. Problem is, if it's 4 feet and it's like crazy break, then I might have some questions. Niners are up 14-0. Gonna be another big game for Puka. Yeah, it seems like that dude is just the only target. I know that Devontae Adams is there, but like Puka is very clearly his guy. Oh, I am still off the mark. Okay. That was close to not great. Domajo, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that it's the Thursday night game. I had seen, I think like right before we went live, I had seen some sort of tweet just around like someone picking the Niners over the Rams. which I was like, oh, that's interesting. But I wasn't really processing that that game would be on tonight. Yeah, what up, JB? What up, dude? How are we tonight? I gotta get 3 sand saves or better. I'm just trying to figure out the 3 sand saves and the 2 putt or better. I guess sand save would be... I guess you could go up and down and 1 putt it, right? So maybe we'll save that for... a hole with a little bit better of a setup. Okay. Gonna put ourselves in the bunker. And then let's just go up and down and get the... get the 1 putt. Why am I reading this one so... For some reason, like, that one didn't feel like it should break as much as I, like, had wanted to give it. Technically, I should probably move the tee box on that one. Or not the tee box, but you know what I mean. Move my teeing position. Debating on doing revs this week? Sure you put it into plaid, does not feel being hammered for 72 holes? I don't know. I'm gonna use it as practice, you know, and the chance to make some nice shots happen. Really all it boils down to. Okay, so that should be 2 sand saves. And that should be another 1 putt. Alright, I'll save the sand saves for a hole with a little bit closer sand shot. I don't really want to be messing with that too much here. Type of shot was that sand shot? You've been doing it all wrong, CMOs? So that's a pick shot. So you have to have the technician leveled to 85. To get that shot unlocked, and then you can put it on any of your builds. Happy Gilmore in a golf game, Yuki? I thought if there was any opportunity, so they have Chris McDonald, right? They've got Shooter McGavin's actor. They don't have the naming rights, like they don't have the copyright of the character, right? They just have the actor who plays it, and so everybody's like, oh, it's Shooter, but it's Chris McDonald. I thought, with the Happy Gilmore release, that we were maybe going to get Adam Sandler in the game. Not Happy Gilmore, but Adam Sandler. They've already got the hockey stick putter and stuff in the game. But when it didn't come when the game, like when the movie came out, I figured that that was probably the only shot that we had at them adding him. Oh, I think that was a really good read. And no problem, Simos. Simos? I'm probably butchering your name in multiple ways. And I apologize. That'd be a tough bunker to get up and down from, but I have to. I have to sand save this. The last hole. Okay, so for the sake of the challenge, and not having to do the challenge again, we're gonna plug it in the bunker on a side hill. What could possibly go wrong? I actually hit. Well, rip me. I gotta get 3 sand saves now on a different attempt. Excellent. But no, I was not counting beads in my sleep, but we are working on it still. We are working on it still for sure. Up a foot? I over-adjusted it too much. Well, you know, a nice double to end it. We're fine with the rest of them. Everything else is A-okay. Got it right, actually? Which one? I think I said Simos twice and Simos once. So I'm not entirely certain which of the two is correct. We gotta just redo it for the sand save, so I guess we just intentionally throw ourselves in the bunker. And try and make the putts. First, okay, so it is CMOS, nice. Good job, me. Okay, throw it in the bunker. Now we are going sand saves only. Kick shot. It's uphill, comes out a little bit short. I never know what these... One down. 2 more sand saves to go. I just feel like the sand save stuff is like... I don't know. It's so counter... I just hate the throw yourself in a bad situation and get out of it. Like, put me in the bad situation and have me practice getting out. Did I get it? Nice, good bunker. Hey, young Gat, welcome back. How's it going, dude? Hope all is well. Okay, I think this is actually going to be the right distance here, just full swing. When did I first begin streaming, Brendan? I started streaming June of 2016. I have spent a lot of time streaming. Well, there's no bunkers to sand save here. It's unfortunate. They're making me play another hole. There we go. Watching your Rams get smoked? Oh, man. What was I streaming when I first started? Yeah, so I didn't start playing any golf games until 2020. So for the first few years, the first thing I ever streamed was Dark Souls 1. Did my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. And then I think I went Dark Souls 1, and then I did a Soul Level 1 playthrough of the game. Which actually ended up playing through the DLC for the first time on Soul Level 1, and then played Dark Souls 2 and 3, I played a couple variety games in there. And then just as time went on, I became largely a Dark Souls 3 challenge runner. Then I went on like a phase of variety. I've done some speedrun stuff, and then eventually we found golf. And now I'm back to trying to add variety in. You know, mainly playing golf, but adding a little bit of variety to what we play. Hey, likes the bacon, welcome back. Yeah, I'm a huge Dark Souls enthusiast. Which explains, you know, when we're playing Jedi Survivor that I'm doing my first playthrough on Grandmaster, because those sorts of games are my happy place. Played Destiny? I played Destiny 1 very briefly back in 2016. Are my favorite games sports and Souls-likes? Oddly enough, I wouldn't even say Souls. I mean, not Souls. I would say Souls. Souls from Software. Just put a ribbon on From Software games. I'm gonna play them. Those are definitely my favorite, and Souls-likes and stuff. Sports games, oddly enough, I grew up on sports games, and I definitely have loved sports games over the years. Golf is the one that stuck the most. I played a little bit of college football last year. But I've never played MLB The Show. I haven't played MLB since 06. I haven't played a Madden since 12. I played college football last year. I went on a FIFA kick from like 13 to 16, and then I played like 19. I think that's the last one. Golf is the one that like tickles my brain the right way. But yeah, I love sports. I love sports. Big, my Phillies are in the playoffs. They're playing Saturday. Eagles are playing. Penn State football's going. We got preseason starting for Flyers and Sixers. Like, I love sports, but sports games I don't play as much of. I'd rather play other things than sports games most of the time. But golf, there's something about the golf that just works the right way. Type of build for Dark Souls? I mean, I tend to be like a quality build guy. I tend to, some sort of strength weapon usually, but like a strength and dex, stamina, and health. But I tend to go pretty lightweight on the armor, as much as I can do like a mid-roll in. If I'm challenge running, then obviously you're not really wearing any armor because you're maxing rings and stuff. So, Young Gat, my phone was bugging out and was giving me the Browns-Packers game, and we were going to my wife's grandfather's house and stuff, so he's a Steelers fan, so he had the Steelers New England game on. I caught the very end of it with like the last drive block field goal stuff. I was watching the play-by-play happen. I guess what happened is my phone lost. It must have like assumed location and it wasn't updating, so I changed it so that the app would track location while using the app. I guess it did like a ask once and never again, and so somehow it I'm in Pennsylvania. How am I not getting fed the Eagles-Rams game when Pittsburgh's on CBS? So Fox was freaking out. I didn't get to actually watch the game, but I followed the play-by-play very closely for that game and then got to see the block at the end. But yeah, I'm originally from Philly suburbs. Okay, we will be right back. I gotta take a quick 3-minute break before we dive into things here. We gotta get rid of the pre-rolls on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. We got 4 big rounds coming up here, so don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like on the video. Helps me out immensely. And yeah, I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we're back. That block field goal broke your... Yeah, Two of them in the fourth quarter is nuts. Like, 2 in a game is nuts. 2 in the fourth quarter is even more ridiculous. Alright, well, this is kind of what we expected, right? Very high wins, extremely firm, extremely firm. Let's see what the default fast is. 11s. So yeah, close to very fast. It gonna be bouncy and rolly out here. It's gonna be bouncy and rolly out here. We'll we just gotta take it in stride. You know, this is exactly to be expected. A little bit of whooping. So we just gotta try and play smart. Try and play good golf. It's like you just have to... You have to leave so much room for extremely firm. Can play safe on if you desire. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna be probably not going for like full-on safe, but definitely going to be trying to make smart decisions. Might still be long because of the extremely firms. Jeez. Jeez, but like you can't take much shorter of a club there or else you're in trouble. Let's see here. Overswung. I don't know how we end up 4% over, but that's what happens. That's what happens there. I don't know how we get 4% over on that. That's really, really bad. It's overpowered again. It's at 2% that time. All right, good way to open, Colby, is just yikes. Yikes. Putting will be tested on this. Well, I just wasn't expecting the way that we had been hitting them. I just wasn't expecting my putts to be so far off the mark, like power-wise. You know? I think that's where I was the most shocked by it. Okay, I could have gone with the lob wedge. I thought I was going to be short. So the uphill actually does slow it down. Okay, well, we're off to a great start here. We're off to a great start. Underswung it. Had the right read, underswung it by 1%. What up, ears? I don't think we were getting there anyway, so... okay with it. I don't know why I'm hitting... great. Hitting these opens. Think about this. Trying to aim for the pole draw. I wasn't sure how much of an effect it was gonna have. I didn't want to go up a clump because I just had this feeling I'm gonna end up going out the back of the green. Strangest arc you've ever seen? Well, I intentionally was like playing for it to be the big push, but it was on a fade, so even though, yeah, I don't know, it was weird. It was very, very weird. I wasn't sure how far left it was gonna go. The answer is very. Probably because it was already set up on a fade. So we're just missing everything by a hair. My 3 over through 3? Nice. Playing some real good golf. This is Revn's dream right here. But maybe it's just that we've been living under the illusion that we're a good player. Won't help much here. Yeah, but it can't hurt. You know? That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. .216. This is kind of awful. Well, we're on. Yeah, because I mean, the way I look at it, like, putting is always such a tough thing for me. Putting's always such a tough thing for me, so like if I can get it somewhat closer. And like we haven't really been off too much. Honestly, we've just been off by about, you know, small margins like that every time. So we're definitely in the right area for these. Make our guy lefty, change up the visuals. I mean, making our guy lefty would give us the, what's it called? Give us all the nice shots. All of our flops would be easier. I know, I feel like at this point, it's too late to make the change. I'm also kind of nervous that the swing visual will affect me. Like, I'm not even talking putting or anything like that. Like, I think that the full swing visual being a lefty would throw me off. Oh, come on. You gotta get back right. There you go. If I actually hit the pace that I wanted, I think I crest the ridge left. Like, we have to go out to the right here because of how the green slopes towards the hole. A little deep, but that's the right idea, so maybe 9-iron would have been fine. Play better left-handed than right on this game? You're saying for your character? Yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I think there would be a transition period, but I would play better because my flops would be the same swing as everything else. Change the lefty out of spite. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's a bit too late, and also, like, what does it say now if I, after all this time, make the switch? I left the face open. A broken right-hand draw shot? Well, I mean, we already got that. They gave us the lob, you know? So good. It's so much better than all the other mid-range shots. I was just trying to take a shot, honestly, that had a chance to get up there, but not go flying past the hole. I didn't know how far to take it back. ...602 yards, uphill 47. would need to be in position with this wind to have a chance. 9 shots didn't go 37 yards. Clearly, because that is the area of the course that everybody puts themselves the most. Yeah, don't you love just putting yourself in an awkward distance? Despite all of that, there still aren't shots that, like, go high and stop at that range. Right? The lob shot rolls. The pitch shot rolls even more. The flop shots roll. Or at least, like, the long flops do. Because they're just that long of shots. I don't know. It's all the physics. I feel like I have to overpower this because I think that the hybrid would not go far enough. I mean, and by not go far, I mean it would go too far. I'm gonna overpower the 4-iron and try and use the extremely firms to my advantage. That was the right call. I just need to be able to hit overpowers is really the thing that it comes down to. Oh, I underswung that so badly. Womp womp. 102 JB, did I actually get 102? I guess I would have needed a 103 or 104 to get back there. The power drive, I think even with max everything. See, this is a really awkward hole because he's forcing us here to a range where the shot's going to be super spinny. Front pin, a lot of backspin still. You gotta like club up impartial. And welcome back, Joe. My power drive, I think I am landing still back here. So I'm gonna take this and then we'll just kind of play it from here. Of course, Joe. You would have sent this into the waterfall 2 minutes ago? I know, I play a much slower game than everybody, I get it. Alright. I already had some of the Euros criticizing me. Giving heads up to my competition that I'm a slow player. Sorry. But not actually. Pop in every now and then. Always appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Can go for this in later rounds. I would kind of assume so if the wind was playing right. $141. I mean, what is that distance back there? It's aimed at like 97 yards or something. Oh my word. This is one of the dumber shots that I could possibly hit. overswung it. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. Don't know what the right option would have been. I'm gonna be short and low because my rhythm, I guess I hesitated at the top of the swing. LOL. Nice two-putt though. Can't put a clock on greatness? I mean, I think you can, but no, I mean, I don't feel like I take like an unreasonable amount of time most of the time. I know that some shots I like really have to sit and think out, but like I feel like for the most part it's not like the craziest amount of time spent. And honestly, in the matches I didn't feel like I took that long. Had to still land that even shorter. I pushed it. I think that was a really good read otherwise. What up, Pork Chop? Yeah, it's extremely firm fairways, extremely firm greens. So I think the extremely firm fairways are just like even more firm than the fairway or than the greens are. It's pretty nasty. I'm wondering if I could have driven this. Now that I think about it. Now that I'm behind this tree. Well then. I got through. Come on, tree, you're supposed to... It was supposed to knock off more than that. What the heck? I'm dead from here. I'm dead from here. I thought I was being smart. I thought I was being real smart. I am clearly not. I still missed it by a mile. There was no stopping that. There was no stopping that. Ay, ay, ay. Too far left. I know it's gonna move right. It's not gonna move that far right, though. I would have been better off just trying to drive the green, I think. What I do for a living? I am a software developer. Okay, this one you can just send. It's long, but it's downwind. This is a-okay. Hey, react when you get behind a tree? What? Just, I mean, I just try and find a solution. That's the whole way I play this game. Everything is just try and find a solution. That's still gonna be too far. Tried to take off as much as I could there. Still just gone. A little more break in that than I saw. You're an electrician? Nice. Yeah, that's work around my house that I don't touch. Electric and plumbing, I pretty well just relegate to paying somebody for that. I try and do a lot of my own work if I can help it. Although we are gonna pay someone to just do our basement, but if it's smaller projects, I'll try and figure it out myself. But electric and plumbing, I don't mess with. Wow, nice. Cool beans. I'm like really, really excited for where this ball's gonna go. Okay. So I think that aim was pretty good. Yeah. Just give me the same spot. We're taking it again. So that last one was pitching wedge. Try 8. That was why I took pitching wedge in the first place. I'm wondering if I could have taken back on a line the first time. I'm kind of thinking no. Can't lateral drop. Alright, let's do it again. I'm stubborn. So let's see if 9 gets out. I gotta step on this 9 though. It's gotta be overpowered. Nope. 9 doesn't get out either. Into the pit. Okay. Can I take... So pitching wedge is the must. Right? We gotta take a pitching wedge. Can I overpower the pitching wedge? No. 4-iron power pick? I don't think that this is gonna work. Alright, this one's on you. This one's on you. I think it's too low. I don't even think if I squared that one up, it was going anywhere close. Driver off the deck? I don't have driver off the deck in my bag. I do not even carry D off the D. There's nowhere to get, even if I had driver off the deck, I don't think. Didn't think a 4-iron power pick existed? Well, joke's on you. And now you have that to live with. So you actually want to lay this up in a way that you're taking... Like, I know this is... You would think, just send it down there. You actually want to have like a 7-iron, 8 or a 7-iron or something into this. 18, very high win, so let's play 30. I need a club that plays... This is maybe too much. We're gonna go... Give it a 6. Let the wind do its thing and bring the ball back down towards the hole. That's why you lay up. What a dumb shot, the power pick. I think that's maybe one of the first power picks I've ever used in this game. What is this hole location, Revn? 226 yards to that. This is just play at center green. Although this is his tournament and we're not winning. We never were, so maybe we should just be going for the hole-in-one attempt. Maybe the hole-in-one attempt is just all that's on the table. Alright. Hole-in-ones are all we care about. Ah. Everything else is secondary. See, I think the key is just not caring about your score. I'm sure there are people out there trying to win this thing. I was never winning. Wow. Perfect reverse flop? I mean, we got a nice reward for it, right? What up, Max? Make a hole-in-one in this game? I mean, depends on the context. You know, how many attempts do I have? Am I just hitting the same hole over and over again? Or is it like gotta play rounds and get one on it? Power pick, knockdown lob. Caddy hasn't let you hit those yet. I've tried the lob 2 times, both times severely disappointed. Trying to figure out what exactly is going on with this putt. $71. It's too much power. Oh no, it's not. We good. Underread it, but we good. It's that nice 11 on the cards. That's true. I mean, technically, we could be trying to set stuff up for... Like, if I could hit a perfect power drive 108, you can drive this green. I cannot do that. But yeah, in the realistic sense with this tournament, like, I shouldn't be going for low score. I should be setting myself up for a hole-out attempt every single time. Yeah, oh. Can't get there close, let's put it at 210. So I do take a weird hybrid approach. Ooh, so close. Don't care quite that much. No, I don't either. These pop bunkers are silly. Oh, I hit it open. Probably going heavy rough right hand side. No? They're gonna let me get all the way down to the pop bunker? An interesting choice. Ah. Okay. Fair enough. Almost go up and down. Power pick V2. So with the power pick, okay, that's a good question. Power pick, like how lofty does the power pick come out? Like if you took a 9-iron power pick versus a stock 9-iron, how lofty is it by comparison? It's a pick shot, which implies open face. Like it should be loftier, right? Choke 3-wood really doesn't get anywhere close. Guess you kind of have to go super flop because I feel like if you're taking chip shot, you're gone. Yeah, what up, Martin? We're just, we're playing a tournament that's meant to be really, really, really hard intentionally. And, so far it's succeeding. We bogeyed the first 3 holes, birdied 3, got to even. We shot 7 over. We shot 7 over on 1 hole. It's a brute. It's a brute out there. To be fair, I refused to lay up on that hole, or like, play out. I kept taking shots from the bunker. So realistically, I should have played that to bogey, maybe double at worst. But yeah, we're playing a 4-round tournament that's meant to be just excruciating. Very difficult course. Topped off with the fact that it's on very high winds, extremely firm, and basically very fast. Bait hole? No, it wasn't a bait hole. My tee shot went and rolled off the fairway into the lip and stayed up on the lip of a fairway bunker in which I had to aim like over the edge of it, and it just took so many yards off. I needed to just hit a little like pitch out into the fairway. I tried to take on the green the first time, came up short in the water, and then I tried like four more different shots. Playing with people, not tonight, boss guy. We've got 4 rounds of this tournament to get through, so not today. I don't know when we'll play. I don't know when we'll play duos with chat again, to be honest. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, like 2.5 minutes or so. We'll get rid of the pre-rolls, and then we'll get going with rounds 2, 3, and 4. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, if you're watching over on YouTube, a like goes a long way. Helps me out immensely. And that said, see you guys very shortly.
It's raining.
Ads. You know how it is, Skyline. Gotta do what you gotta do. Made you at the par 1, close to birdie from the last time we played? Nice, man. Alright, he's moving us to the other tees. High, extremely firm, ultra firm, very fast. Alright. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Ultra firm, very fast. Fire me right up. Okay, we're gonna play a smooth 6-iron off the tee this time. What a lovely, lovely hole location. Because I think you hit here, and even though it's ultra firm, I think it actually ricochets you backwards. I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna choke down on my 6-iron here. Try and catch it a little higher with a little less bounce. Come on, get up! That's kind of an incredible shot. Also incredibly lucky, but an incredible shot nonetheless. If that doesn't have a tailwind, that doesn't get there. Okay. This is at least a little bit more doable, right? This is at least a little bit more doable. If I play 101, let's just kind of try and work some things from here. 109. 140. I mean, it maybe carries out to like 120. I just don't know with like, does it release? It's ultra firm and very fast, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be okay. Ultra firm kick. It's not bad. I meant to 100% it. Didn't quite get it to the left enough, but that's really good. Hey, take it easy, Alex. Have a good weekend, man. Thanks for chilling. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. A much, much, much better start. I mean, this is gonna be gone, right? Because we're gonna land, if we're lucky, we landed short and then it rolls out the back. I could lay this up, but not a coward. Still in the fairway. 22 yards, I mean, I guess. I don't know, sometimes those flops release a little bit more. I don't really know how to determine how much a flop is good. Oh, nice. Nice, that turned like crazy. Hey, thank you, Kyle. Thanks, man. I went back. I don't know what it was. A while ago, I like started to rewatch. I rewatched the first couple episodes of The Office, and I was watching like the extended cuts and stuff. And then I don't know. I guess my attention span was short, and I completely forgot that I was starting to watch it, and kind of got sucked back into watching streams. Probably for the best though, because I was trying to watch it while I was working, and it probably draws my attention a little bit too much if I had to. If I had to guess. Come on, ultra firm, get it? No! Too far right. Just a hair. Teachable, terrible twos. Yeah, it's going. It's going. He's, occasionally having some, you know, potty training regressions. Like, basically we have to tell him all the time. Like, okay, let's go potty. Every once in a while he'll tell us, or like he'll be slow. Like, there's a lot of FOMO and stuff. We definitely have our fits of rage, but he's calming down a lot faster. You know, you know how it is. It's the usual stuff. But overall, it's pretty good. A lot of stuff I feel like is fairly manageable. It's also a lot of just, he wants to do things himself. So like if you turn off the light, he'll like turn it on and turn it back off. So, you know, it's like if somebody does something for you, that's okay. There are a lot of life lessons that you don't realize that you have to like explicitly teach as a parent until you have a toddler. And then it's like, oh, I guess I have to explain that one. Okay, those ones were moving faster. Pretty standard. Yeah, it's pretty standard. Find the battery, push the boundary, over and over. Over and over. But yeah, it's like, it's all the like to be expected stuff. The age they're at. I don't think we could have gotten much better of a fairway bounce there. Just in terms of how that slowed the ball down. Gonna try indoor soccer. My wife talked about trying soccer over the summer, and then that never happened. We have like a little basketball hoop that's very short attention span. We put it up another notch. The kid can still dunk on it. I don't know if I should put it up even higher. You have to understand, he's not even 2.5, or he's almost 2.5, and he is like a little over 3 feet tall. Like, kid's massive. don't know where he gets it from, because it is definitely not something that runs in the family. Do mess with baseball a little bit. Got a plastic Little Tykes baseball set. It's funny because, like, sometimes he'll do well with it, but then he'll, like, still get frustrated. It's like, the concept is to hit the ball, but, like, it's like one bad hit and he'll be over it. Like, he'll whack the... it's a lot of just short attention span for the most part. I want to play this hill so badly. Huge kick forward and left, and then roll back down the hill, go in, hole in one, easy game. Wasn't a bad idea, too much speed. That's still short. Just picture Revn saying "we" in the background of all these shots. I don't know. I take a bit of solace in the fact that I'm not. I know it's supposed to, like, you know, make you mad or whatever. I really doesn't bother me all too much. I pushed it. I was trying to play this, like, hit the fairway, bounce over the sand, but apparently we're gonna just go roll into it instead. I figured the what's it called? Figured the big shot wasn't gonna be good anyway. Well, I wanted 95% if that's any consolation. Yeah, I'm sure there are some people that play this and get mad. I just am like, I know what I signed up for. But if you think I'm gonna get mad about it, I guess. Sorry. What age can you get? I don't know. I feel like you want to hold off. I mean, at least my personal thought on it. I feel like I had heard it somewhere and it makes sense. I feel like you don't want to get your kid into golf lessons, like, too early. I feel like at a really young age, let them just have, like, the free hand-eye coordination and, like, learn it themselves. And then as they get older and take more interest, like, then bring on the lessons, because you don't want to kill their interest too early. And I think they just have, like, incredible ability to pick up on stuff at a young age. Yeah, find it fun first, but I think there's also something to be said. They can watch you know, and imitate at a really high level. I took off pace because I didn't want to roll down the hill. So yeah, at some point I gotta get my son. I was hoping somebody else was gonna get it for him because I like golf. At some point we'll have to get him like just the plastic one. Get him trying to hit some stuff. Yeah, we've at least tried to have the like exposure of watching on TV. There's a lot to that of like trying to make it interesting and like keeping engagement even when sports are on TV. Like you have to try and explain what's going on, but even then, you know, there's not like a crazy great chance that they're gonna really I didn't want to go more left because it would then break away left at the end, but apparently you have to go more left. What a hole. Because this is what happens, you go too far left. Spits you out here. What a design, Revn, thanks. Thanks, bud. Yeah, so like I mean obviously I have to be I can't just sit and watch golf, you know, as much as I want to. Yeah, I definitely do get a little bit of like he likes race cars so we can watch some F1. But attention span is just so little at that age. You know. 2.5. You're lucky to get 5 minutes of attention span on a given task. If you get longer than that, like, incredible, you know. Things that he's interested in like that, maybe can get a little bit more. But you really have to, like, talk and hype things up, I feel like, in order to have any sort of shot. Any sort of shot of maintaining interest. Come on. I get a little bit of football. You know, I can convince for some what's it called? I can convince for some like majors. Yeah, I can't just watch every golf tournament. But yeah, I have like a little chipping game that I've been using every once in a while in the backyard. But he's also been playing with like the neighbors' kids and stuff. So, not exactly like he's gonna be watching me and taking anything in about golf. But at some point, I think I would like to get him get him the plastic toy golf stuff so he can play himself. That would have been a crazy shot. I guess this round is meant to be much easier. If it's not meant to be much easier, I think it has to be. I know it's like ultra frozen stuff, but we're at least shooting a lot better. If that means anything here. These ultra firms, so tough to judge. But I think we judged that one pretty well. Neighbor kids for sure. Well, it's funny because the neighbor kids are like 9 and 12. So significantly older, but it's also that they take interest. But we do have some other kids in the development that are closer to his age. We just haven't really established too much in terms of like playing with them, because they're not adjacent to us. They're like crossing down the street. But we've also only been in the neighborhood just under a year, so all in due time, I suppose. But yeah, it's definitely a nice thing having kids in the right age range to play with. It just gets your kids running around so much more when they're playing with others. There's social skills. You know, hopefully there's some good things that they learn from them as well. I'm sure you find the same thing of like when your kid spends time with older kids, they just learn so much more, pick up on things so much faster than you can teach it to them. Start a little preschool. And I don't think we're doing preschool. My wife stays home with them, so. Kyle, this is Wildcat Falls Revn Cup 3 edition. It do be a beast. I feel like I have to hit regular driver here. Power drive feels like it's gonna. Well, I'm gonna end up in this bunker. As I say, power drive feels like it's gonna bring into play the rough on the other side. $130 yards. I got what? That's a 50% lie. What? I didn't think it would be that bad. Did not think it would be that bad. That was a little over. Didn't show you elevation in your rounds? Wait, Jim, do you not have the distance info in your HUD? Woods go nowhere out of the sand? You had distance, but no elevation. That seems odd. That seems odd. Because, yeah, if you go display in HUD and turn distance info position on in the HUD, you should get all of that stuff. Brings back memories of when your kids were little. Your daughter gets married in 2 weeks. Well, congrats. I mean, I hope we like the husband. What up, Zach? We're on like a modified Master Legend difficulty. 1.58 multiplier. So it's Legend Swing. Still have the green grid. Still have the marker. But vibration's off, a bunch of stuff's off. Couldn't ask for a better son-in-law? Nice, man. You put this one on Legend? I mean, I play all my warm-ups, well, not all my warm-ups necessarily, but like I play my career mode, my challenges, plat, like most of the stuff I play is on Legend Swing. And I guess I just hit my points enough that I don't really notice the difference. I love the swirling wind on this hole. It's a nice effect. It's really lovely, actually. Why did that play like such a draw? I thought I straightened that out. Fine. That came out, I think, about as clean as it could have. I can't see anything. It's too bright. Your sister got engaged on top of a ski mountain in Colorado years ago? Pretty sweet. I proposed on my parents' back deck, so, you know. Doing classy things. If I go for that pin, I'm an idiot. But yeah, Zach, so most of the stuff we play is either on some sort of modified Master or Legend Swing. Yeah, we play on the default. It's like default stuff is closer to Legend, but the swing difficulty changes depending on what we're playing. And sometimes we even have like no green grid or scout cam depending on what we're playing. Kick forward, kind of kill the spin. There you go. So sensible. Have you met me? Okay, what is this, like a thread? Thread the needle? 'Cause I don't think it's firm enough to get all the way out to the bunker if we just take stock driver. Okay, they've got us in between clubs. Ultra firm, it'll be far enough. Oh, nice. A nice you. Alright, well, after last round, I mean... this round went a lot better. Par 5. Oh, hold on. So if I get out to here, I have to like get it down past to even have a chance at like a 4-iron up to the front of that. Okay, that's tight, but I pulled it. Depending on the kick, we might be okay. I don't know if this kick's right. So I theoretically should kick forward. That lie's not ideal. Alright, Revn. I'm taking the bait. Oh, man, it's close. That's close. Okay. Yeah, getting back under par after that first round was definitely big time. Because what, we shot 7 over in the first round? So we shot up. We shot with the top guys. We shot with the top guys in that one. 63, I'm seeing 64, 62, 63. Siberia there with the 59, but that's more like it. That's more like it. Also, Kyle, if you're still lurking about, I apologize. I missed your message there. This is fan made. This is fan made. So this is made by Revn, who is putting on the tournament. So it's one of his design courses. It's made to be just intentionally brutal. All right. We're gonna roll a quick break here to clear up the pre-rolls. So give me like 2 minutes. All right, give me like 2 minutes, and then we'll get rolling with round 3. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like on the stream. Helps me out. If you're enjoying, of course, no pressure. No pressure. But yeah, I will see you guys in 2 minutes, and we will get back to wrapping up this tournament. Be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. We back. Alright, back under par. Let's see if we can keep it there. Maybe keep moving in that same direction. He's moving us back a tee box, cranking it back to very highs. This time we're going very firm, ultra firm, very fast. Okay. This is more like round one. I expect this to play close to as ugly as round one, because it's actually firmer. Really gonna be pin dependent. 2 rounds of 15 under for the win? Oh. Is that gettable? I didn't realize we were so close. Yeah, I mean, obviously the trade-off is we played it. We played it further back. Now we've got, yeah, now we've got to pay for that. Long club in on the par 4. So that's like the big trade-off is do you go more aggressive off the tee? I think the thing that's mind-boggling to me is that's like the length of this putt is only the 71%. 62 feet. Well, like old times. Like old times. All right. What do we got here? 32. Be 59, but I don't think it's gonna quite play that. 3, wind in. I'm gonna say that the wind plays a big factor here. I mean, overall, I think that's a really good shot. I don't think you're rewarded at all for it, but I do think that that's a really good shot. Wasn't exactly the wrong idea. Okay. This is one where we definitely step on the power drive. So we can very firm bounce our way out the left side of the rut. Okay, no. So we hold, now we're in the back. It is very firm, it's ultras. I mean, I think you're rolling out the back of the green, right? Take the huge kick and then you just roll it all the way to Narnia. I don't know if a very firm fairway kick would be better. I think it would be, actually. Grass should catch this. Okay. The slope of death, yeah, like, it's so downhill. I mean, I get why it's designed that way, but yeah, it's so downhill that with the amount of club you're taking, it just wants to go on ultra firm. Landing it in front, if it's a little more left, you know, you catch it on the very firm fairway, which is way softer bounce. I also had put a lot of loft into it in the first place. Yeah, what up, Siberian? You went off the back, sat in turmoil the whole ride down. Yeah, playing the lofted 6 there and landing on the fairway actually, like, really killed it. I think the way that this plays, like, uphill into the wind and everything. I don't think it's gonna... I left it open. Dang it. I don't think it's gonna chase back quite as far. I shot 7 under on the first round, Siberian. I mean, it should have been closer to even, but I hit I took a max on one of the holes. We did shoot solid in the second round. I think we shot 8 or 9 under to get it back under par. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by anything. I don't have any expectations of having a good time or making much of anything. $44 under without blow-up holes. Yeah, I'm not that good. I am okay at virtual golf. I'm a really bad putter, and my left to right wind reads are suspect. Yeah, what up, Andrew? Fun to play something kind of silly for a change? Yeah, I mean, it's nice to play something that's like a challenge, but also it doesn't actually matter. You know, like, test yourself, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't go well, like, it's not the end of the world. Nice. 12-foot proximity intrusive? Yes, but I can't putt. And here's the thing, the one thing of context that proximity, my distance control, very good, but left to right, like if you're pin high and 12 feet away, that doesn't necessarily mean you're in a good spot. But yes, I'm also being a little bit... Because I have math for distance control, I do not have math for left to right. And as you can see there, that's what gets me in trouble. What up, Savage Soldier? How's it going? Typical putt. Misses by the edge. But yeah, we're trying bringing some sort of putting math to the table, but I think I need big putting work, and I gotta figure out some stuff for left to right wind reads. Excited for the hockey season to start. Also, your birthday is this weekend. Well, happy birthday. Feels birthday, man. Up on the shelf, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Overswung, still under red. That's my, like, favorite combo in all of virtual golf. Overswinging the putt and still missing it a mile low. I suppose smart me would play this from the left side of the tee box. Can you? No. I can't. Uphill and into wind. I'd land it like here. Well, where do I lay up to? Guess we just lay it back here and go from there. $146 should be just south of 160. I was thinking about playing the choked 8-iron, but I wasn't 100% sold on it. Apparently I should have been more sold on it. 2, 5, 6, 7 and change, and then a little bit more because it's downhill. It works sometimes. It works sometimes. Should really just like keep it to like 20-foot putts and in. 286, little bit of tailing wind. I'll smack that. I think if I choke it, hold on. 280 into the Yeah, I still think with it being a driver that I need to take some off. That's pretty lucky. That's pretty lucky because I am 99% certain that's intended for you to roll all the way out. I didn't have good rhythm. I just slipped on the joystick there at transition time. Better to be lucky than good, right? That's what they say. I let the face open. Womp womp. I think that was the right idea. I don't know how close I would have been, but I do think we had something smart. That's way too firm. Bye, ball. Unless you hit the center of the cup, you gone. My bad. My bad. There we go. Good comebacker. Well, it's into a headwind, so it's probably dumb. Well, if I do that, that's certainly dumb. Also, the way that that fell out of the sky, it felt like it got hit by a tree. Like, that's the way that it came out, was as if it hit a tree and fell straight down. Speaking of hitting a tree, that one did not compute, so I did not need to overpower that. I can't believe we got there. By that much, too. Yeah, like, pots at this length, I don't think it really makes much sense to try and count. I think those ones bother me because I know they're outside of like the you should make this range, but I think because of how close we put them and the frequency that they miss versus drop, I think that's what ends up getting to me most of the time. Playing a little long. 263, probably 260, 258. 230s. Double cross is not good. I was trying to actually, like, get more left on my follow-through, but certainly failed to do that. Overswung that? Not really sure how that downhill is gonna go. I guess it's gonna go pretty well. Okay, sometimes lucky. Yeah, this whole better to be lucky than good thing seems to be pretty accurate. Oh, there's the closed. It wasn't even because of the water, it's because I missed it open on the last one. I was like, I gotta be open. Or gotta not be open. Yeah. I know what I meant. Alright, but we gotta hit this one right. There we go. That's still short. And back in the bunker we go. That's tough because I'm in between clubs. That's my 4-iron. Guess I needed to overpower to have a chance. I want to land here. Uphill lie in the bunker. See, that's the... Okay, so how do you guys judge bunker lies? Because I feel like most of the time they're pretty clean. But how do you judge how much the uphill is gonna do? Because I think that's definitely a leak in my game. Like, I feel like I end up with that shot a lot. And then as soon as I change how I'm gonna play it, I think as soon as I change how I'm gonna play it, I end up flaring it just like super far long. That's not worth it. I think you actually just take a choke shot. Alright, this is landed on the fairway and hope. Too far on the first bounce. I think. Settle? Never mind. Gosh darn it. That's a little further left. I think we're okay. Oh, I thought that was firmer than it was. That was a good effort. That was a good effort from down there, I think. Okay, 226. We're getting an extra, like, 19 yards. But we're also playing into a, like, 16-mile-an-hour headwind, so we're losing... We're losing like another 9, and then we're actually losing even more because it's downhill. I'm gonna put some loft into my hybrid. Good luck, have fun. I didn't get it to turn over left enough. Really great distance control. Really great distance control. But honestly, like, that's what we've kind of come to expect at this point. Low? Really? Guess it just got that much more break on the outside. Special polarized glasses so we can see the beads. Yeah, my thing is the counting system that I had kind of come up with in the last game, Skyline. I can't do it in this game because when you zoom in on the green grids, you can't actually see. I used to use the angle as opposed to the line, but you can't see them because when you zoom in, the box is wider than the screen. I think they zoom in a little bit further than they did in the last game. I think I actually have to like underhit this a little bit. I don't think that's underhit enough. Certainly is not. Nice. Out past the tree. This is exactly where you want to be. But that's a full shot. Not quite. Not the worst idea I've ever had, though. Casual up and down. Casual up and down from behind the tree. The world famous runner chip. What up, Scott? So routine. Jeez, what am I... Hey, something like the 220s. Ah, great. I gotta loft this up and just kinda hope it's something. Yeah, still didn't take enough out of it. My 4-iron is too close, though. Back-to-back chip-ins? Let's go. Who is this guy? Occasional worm cams died for you in this game. I get that. I left it open. Prize winning holeouts or putts tonight? No. No, we've hit some good shots, but nothing prize worthy. We did hit though a shot in the first round. Hit it into the lip of a fairway bunker, and then, you know, we took like 5 shots from there, just trying to force it onto the green. Took a nice max. So we took 7 over on that, so we could probably be about 5 strokes better or so. Oh no. Double crossed myself. So I think we're in a bad spot. Don't think we're gonna be able to make a super flop work here. Let's just try something. Okay, if you miss it by too big of a margin, the ball doesn't actually go anywhere. So there are limits to the cheese. I didn't mean for that to be such a pull. Whoa! Holy snap, Batman. That'd be some jank right there. Get the bottom point above the top point. I've messed with like how horizontally can you swing for it to register. It doesn't let you get like too close to perfectly sideways. It's like a really fine margin. All right, so we got 1 round left. 1 round left, I think. Okay. So we should be able to get away with like a quick like 1 minute break. That should clear us up enough for the rest of the night. So I'll be right back, and then we'll get this thing under wraps. Thanks for being here, everybody.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, let's do it. What's he got cooked up for us now? Very high, ultra firm, extremely fast. Nice. Pin 4. I guess it can't handle ultra fast. That's too much. Okay, so I'm trying to just choke a driver to get to far down the fairway, but safe enough. I mean, it's headwind into very tight windowed shot. So 187. But I mean, you've got 15 at the front. So what, you're talking like 209? I don't even know what you hit here. Alright, I mean, we struck it well. Now we're just kind of at the mercy of all of the physics. Yep. No, we're not dead. We're not dead. I didn't need the loft, I don't think. 224s. I don't think I've ever actually putt on 224s, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. Not even the slightest clue. Well, that's not bad for a first effort. Front pin. Down, let's say it is the 21. Maybe not quite. Play like 19. Let's play a 160. But we've got easily like 35 back in the face. So 158, 179. We're gonna play 38 yards with this much downhill? Probably. Choked 8 just to cut it a little bit. Dang. So I was 7 yards long with that. We take the 9. So what was that? 60, 81. Downhill into a 16, 55. I mean, that changes. I guess the choke takes more out of it. Like the 9-iron would be at least 2 yards shorter, if not like 3 or so. Still would have been a little bit long, but adding a little bit was not necessary. Basically what I'm getting at. I underswung it. This is probably short. Yeah, I think even if we were on for power, I don't know that we would have gotten it. What's going on, Baron? How are we today? Welcome to the fun. We're on the final round of the Revn Cup. And it's very high winds, ultra firm, extremely fast. So basically, it's a grand old time. Ah, it's such a tight window. Such a tight window, so I'm like trying to hit an incredibly tight shot. Obviously, we didn't get it. Yeah, kind of figured as much. Because I mean, like, on paper, these conditions are dumb as all get out for the greens. %5 over, see you ball. I tried to just feel that one out. That was not good. Still gone? Alright, let's try it again. Try it again. I want 80% this time, though. It's actually a lot straighter from this angle. There we go. This is what I wanted on the first putt. All right. Well, kind of a weird one because you're like effectively forced into hitting the hero shot to try and make it onto the green. I was dumb in not taking a practice pullback to kind of get a feel for it. $197, $190. Too far right. Distance is really good. I just wish I was better. Just wish I was a little bit better at left to right wind adjustments. Because if I knew the left to right wind adjustments, then I feel like I could make proper adjustments based on how the wind is, or I mean how the elevation is playing. Because it's like sometimes we get it right, but sometimes we also get it very wrong. This ball's gonna hyper accelerate. Look at that. So dumb. Like, the physics make a lot of sense in some places. Also, because this is out of the light rough, I think this goes on a long roll, so you like have to light, or you have to long flop it. Okay. Good recovery. $15. This is gonna be a test. If this comes up well short, I should have taken the choked 5. Nope, that was the right club. I mean, the choked 5 probably would have turned out not too bad either. It would have been a little deep. Double cross, nice. Okay, well, not really great, but it'll play. That is serviceable. That is definitely serviceable. Feels like one that's gonna just take off left. Oh, good adjustment, was almost still low. But it did just jump off the face there. You know what? I gotta take the left-hand side of the tee box. Baby pull, but that'll work. I'm just trying to get down there. Toof. Okay. 43 wind. It's playing short. I think what we do is go out here. Try and be a little bit right of the flag, but I gotta try and step on this. 103, that's about all I can ever step on. But that's just enough to get it up and over that front edge. Oh, and now we're rolling down towards the hole? That's a heck of a shot. That's a heck of a shot. And we're gonna pay it off center cup. Things you love to see. Yeah, the dumb thing is going for this. The next dumbest thing is trying to hold the approach shot. I almost wonder if the key is to take driver into this hill. Is that gonna be the best place to keep us held up? Look at that. Look at that. I don't know how the putt's gonna go, but we're on the green and under regulation. SoCal guy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. There's so much break. There's so much break. Because, like, if you're on, like, the regular line, there's a ton of break and it brings you out here, but then there's even more break the further to the right that we go. So 60% power on the putt, like, you're going to be hitting it, it's going to be going, and it's going to be really, really turning, I feel like. It's a little bit overpowered, which hopefully doesn't murder me. These greens are brutal in how they roll away. I'll take it. On and one. 2 putt for birdie. That's fine by me. That's absolutely fine by me. 226 and then the wind. I think that we're in between clubs. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a partial. I know this is very uncharacteristic. I'm gonna take a partial choked 3-wood. I cut through too much. Cut through too much. I just felt like the hybrid. I don't know. I do want to kind of know what the hybrid would have done, but obviously I'm not redoing things just to find out. A little bit of release down the hill. Tough, tough, tough. I guess I didn't realize we hit an eagle. Good job, me. Nothing like surprising yourself well after the fact. I don't know what to do about. I gotta figure out if there's a way to not have my game capture audio start to desync over time. It's gonna be like a shock to the system now when the hits come in properly. It like just slowly starts to degrade as the stream goes on. I feel like I always forget about it. I need to take the pitching wedge. This might even still be wrong, because I think this is gonna spin back a little bit too much. Or maybe not. I thought if it got long and it started to spin, then we would see some problems. Because if it got long, backspin is going to really zip from that hill, but it got sideways, and I think it tried to spin up the hill, which ended up being to our advantage. The ball just kind of stopped. Oh, it's so weird to hear the ball strike properly. Much better for clips, though, when the audio is actually synced up properly. So nothing like these shots, because this is ultra firm, downhill kick. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much left with a whole lot of nothing. Tried to loft it and overpower it to land on the green, but we're going to get the ultra firm fairway bounce. I don't think you can do much more than be here. Oh, I overswung it too. I knew that I pushed it. So dumb. 38% or 35. No, it was 35. That's why I was, because I was surprised by how short it was. I'm taking a very aggressive line, trying to hug the right side of this fairway because you need distance, but I don't want to be out left and into that bunker. Freaking got like moguls out here. This shot's gonna be interesting. 153. $149. Wind's gonna be like, you're gonna be cutting into it. Thing is, it's a big fade, but you're starting. Do think that the wind should hold it, but there's definitely, let's just make sure we're aimed right. So we're at that right edge. We're gonna find out. Okay, the wind does take over that fade, good. It actually was great distance. That actually was a fantastic distance. Good job, bud. I guess it was only an inch up, but maybe because of how far out we were, it was climbing more of a hill. I didn't want to add more to it because I didn't want to go out the back, but we were actually pretty close there. I want to play a fade. I'm going right side. We're going power drive, as much fade as we can get. Try and turn it over and shoot this gap up the left-hand side. That's a pretty nice shot. That's a pretty nice shot. Try and give ourselves just the littlest bit of something to work with. I closed it, and you know what? I'm not too upset about it. I'm upset about the fact that I'm gonna miss the fairway by, or I'm gonna miss the green by like 2 inches. But I'm okay with the closed. I think if we actually don't close it, we land exactly like where we wanted to, but close is better than open. I don't need anything feeding me out into that water. Basically what it boils down to. I did underread it. 46 would have been close. 46 would have been close. Still a 2-putt birdie. It's so bright through here, it's like so hard to see. So it is downhill to the hole. You have to like land it here, kick, ride, this like perfect little line there. Is that what? Is that the play? Just as easy as that, huh? Ow, too far left. Got it down where I wanted to. Now I'm in who knows what's gonna happen territory. Super downhill lie? This is gonna like fire out, right? Like I gotta be... I don't even know what's gonna happen. This is so bad. What's going on, Baffle? How we doing, Baffled? Are you alright? Overswung it, but yeah, even if I got the partial right, how does that not come back though? Extremely fast, that downhill, that's kind of crazy. Tough hole. This is your first stream, you're a new subscriber? Welcome in, Benjamin. Hope you're doing well, man. 224s and 251s don't roll back on lighter red slopes. Is a bit weird. That slope didn't feel to be light. That felt to be fairly dark. Oh, it's still got long. Okay, well, bye ball. I always kind of blank that the wind on very high, like... I don't know. Basically, the wins for driver actually play a lot more than on the other clubs. Most clubs, they don't do much. Okay, I mean, we're close. We just kind of have to hold this. Good job. The lower end of regular red. Yeah, just I don't know. I thought it was dark enough. I thought it was dark enough. Watching Clerks, remember that one? Am I supposed to know it? Wish you had this game so bad you played with Game Pass, then Xbox took it off? I didn't know it was on Game Pass. Or was it like a free... Did they have like a free weekend? I'm so dead. I have to lay it out. Okay, we've done this before. It goes very far left. Good out. Really funny movie from the 90s? Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it. Although my wife and I have gone back and watched some older movies. Not that old, but the last series of movies that we watched were the Ocean's movies. I did quite enjoy them. This is gonna spin back so much. Oh boy. I pushed it. Had it dialed in correctly, just pushed it out there. Yeah, what up, JK? Good to see you again, man. Busy school trying to be an aircraft mechanic? Get in there, man. My mom's cousin, as I guess that's like my cousin once removed or something like that. He's actually he's been an airline mechanic for a long time. I mean, as long as I can remember. At least last I checked. I don't know if he's changed, but yeah, I think he's been like an aircraft mechanic for Southwest for a few decades now. Free weekend, Benjamin. Well, I mean, look out for a sale. I feel like that's gonna be best bet. Like at this point, get it on sale for, I don't know, maybe for Christmas they'll put an even bigger sale. I know they've done close to half off already. Maybe they'll do a bigger one. Just kind of stayed straight once it got out there. Can I reset the putt a few more times? Just for you, I'll reset the putt. I'll reset the putt a few more times on this last one. Well, double crossed it. Everybody get down. Okay, I can't go for it. Womp womp. Just got a hair off the mark. I should have pitched out to leave myself a better shot here, but alas, here we are. Oh no. I guess it just takes out that much. I guess it just takes out that much wind. I don't know the I don't quite understand the math here. I suck, Ty? Thanks, man. I'm only like 20th in the world, but you know. You probably enjoy a very, very happy life. Full 60 degrees, probably half to 0.6 on tailwind. Partials, maybe. Well, that's the thing. On the partials, even with it being lofted, yeah, it's definitely like a weird scenario there. Yeah, because 75%, that's like one thing that I don't really mess around with too much, is the partials. So like, I always think that the wind is still going to play at least a little bit, especially when there's that much tailwind, but it's like it just completely nukes it. It's like it completely nukes it. Alright, so you got to 13. I really threw it away there at the end, because I got too aggressive on the layup out of there. Alright, well we finished 2 strokes behind D-Brad, which, considering we shot 7 over on the first round and finished 10th for the tournament so far, I'd say that's pretty good. 20 out of 20 in the world. Yeah, I have really good vision. Got 20/20. All right, well that's the Revn Cup. 2 hole outs, one from not payout distance, one was the 95-foot putt, and that was all week 1. We came close to a bunch of really, really nice shots, almost holed a few. Unfortunately, no more payouts were meant to be, but you know, it is what it is. All right, now we don't have to play in like full death conditions. Now we get to play in like moderate death conditions when it comes to plat for the rest of the season. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes from here on out. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for me. That's it for us for today and for the week. We'll be back next week. Should be back to like the old balance that we've been having of golf and what's it called? Golf and Star Wars. So we'll be keeping up with Jedi Survivor. Hopefully get a few more hours into that. We got a fun double Rancor fight waiting for us come next week. So yay. Can't wait. Now it's a tough fight. I know we can do it, but it's a little bit BS at times. But so it goes. So it goes. All right, everybody. I'm gonna just we're just gonna leave it here. I'll let you guys disappear off into the ethers of Twitch. Pick your favorite streamer. Actually, if it was your favorite streamer, you'd already be watching them. So I don't know. If I'm like 5th favorite streamer, go pick your like 6th, I guess. I don't know. All right, have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys back on Monday.